Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're gonna go ahead and start setting our hair color, or our adjust color. We're gonna be able to change our hair color, change all the values, and yeah, set up our hair color. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop into our main menu level. Then we'll go into our blueprints, widgets, main menu widget. And we'll just full screen this. So yeah, this should go a lot faster than last time we set this stuff up. Like I said in the last video, we pretty much already have all of our code for this. We just need to make it work for our hair. So let's find our adjust hair color. We're gonna make that visible. We're gonna go over here to the graph. And let's see. Yeah, let's go back to the designer. We're gonna grab our Synth 2D slider right here. We're gonna go down to the on value change X. I'm gonna add that. And we're gonna pull this guy up to where our other hair stuff is. We're gonna grab the on value change Y. And we'll move this guy way up here as well. We'll go back to the designer, grab our on value, our saturation slider. We'll get the on value changed and move this guy up here and go back to the designer, get our value slider, get the on value changed, and we will move this guy up. And cool, so we can go ahead and compile and save. And before we really do anything here, I'm gonna go back up to where we got all of this going on. Looks like we forgot to plug in our update value slider last time we made this. Let's go ahead and just plug that in. This is for our skin color. I'll just make that white. So yeah, let's go ahead and rename these two. Update value slider. We're gonna call this update hair or skin value slider. We'll call this the saturation slider one. Update skin saturation bar. We'll compile and save. We're just gonna duplicate this. We're gonna call this update hair saturation bar. And then on the saturation slider here, we're gonna type in hair. We're gonna find our hair saturation slider, and we're just gonna plug that guy in, replace it, and then on our go back, look at the functions. Compile, save. We're gonna do our skin value slider. We're gonna duplicate this, and we're gonna call this update hair value slider. And then we're gonna search for hair and find our hair value slider. Grab this, plug it in like that. Compile, save. We're going to go back to the event graph and plug these functions in to our pre-construct here. So let's find our update hair saturation bar like this, and we'll make the color something like that. Then we're going to find our update hair value slider, Plug that one in. And I'll just make that white for now. We can compile and save. And let's give that a little test real quick. Okay. Yeah, it's the right color. Let's see. Actually, look at that. Oh, let's change the name of this stuff. Hair value slider, hair saturation bar. Let's rename this to hair color. Cool. Alright, so let's go back to the event graph. And we actually need our update selected color. Let me delete these print strings right there. And yeah, we're just gonna duplicate this function. Update selected color. We're gonna rename this to update skin selected color. And then we're just gonna duplicate this guy. And we're gonna call this update hair selected color. And then we're just gonna change out some things in here to our hair stuff. So just search for hair. And we're gonna find our, right here, we can get our selected hair color. Delete that, plug that guy in. And then back here we need our sliders. So let's find our hair value slider and hair saturation slider. And we'll delete these and plug these in to our set value right there. So now we need to get our Synth 2D slider. So hair color picker Synth 2D slider. We'll plug that one in. And then we'll grab these two guys again, pull them down here. Get rid of that one to the saturation. Plug that guy in. Get rid of the value. We'll plug that one in. And there goes that one. And now that should be good. We have to make our material for that. So first, before we do that, let's go back to the event graph. And right here, we're just going to pull in our function, update hair selected color, right here. And we're going to check this, update value. We're just going to duplicate this and plug this in. And then we're going to uncheck this update value bar. Now we need to go make our new collection parameter. So let's go into the materials color picker. And we're just going to rename this to MP skin color picker. Then we're going to duplicate it. And we're going to call this one MP. Damn it, if I can quit fat fingering stuff. MP underscore hair color picker. So I'm going to go into this. And we're going to call this hair color. And now we need to go into our custom hair. We'll go to our first one. First, we need to look at the materials. We don't have any material slots on this. I think we may have added it to our second one, so we need to open that one up as well. So I'm gonna grab, let's see, on this MI hair, I'm gonna search on that, and we're gonna make a new one. We're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna call this MI custom hair, like that. Then we're gonna open it, and we're gonna go down to the parent, and we're gonna open that. We're gonna go way up to the base color, make this a bit bigger, and then we're gonna grab a collection parameter, and we're gonna grab our MP hair color picker, and then we're gonna grab a static switch. Oh, whoops, not that. Switch. Static switch, right? Switch. Why does it look different? Static switch parameter, that's why. We're gonna call this use color picker, and then we'll hook this into the true, hook this into the false, and then we'll plug this into the hair dye color right there, and we will apply and save. And in our MP hair color picker, we can go ahead and let's see. Oh, we need to select the parameter name. Yeah, choose hair color. Yeah, there we go. That's what we needed to do. And now in our MI custom hair, we're gonna find our use color picker right here. We're gonna select that, and now in our hair 2, we're gonna set this to be custom hair, MI custom hair, and it should change. Let's go back into the MI custom hair. Let's go back up to the hair melanin. I'm gonna set this to 0. Now, yeah, now it'll be our actual color. So yeah, you can play with some of the values in here to get some, you know, more of a look you might want. You know, you might want to change. You definitely want to bring the melanin down, otherwise the color picker just will not work. But you could play with like roughness and stuff like that. So yeah. So now I'm just gonna close that right there, and in our custom hair card, we need to open that up. We need to also check use color picker, and also come up here and bring the melanin down. Now when you go to hair 2, we go to LOD 4 on our card, you'll see it's also updated the color there. And now we just need to add these materials to our hair 1. So on material slot, we're gonna add 2. One of them's gonna be custom hair, MI custom hair. The next one's gonna be custom hair, custom hair card. We don't have cards on this, but if you do, then yeah, it would, you know, update it. And we just want to set these materials. Strands, we're going to set it to be material 0. And now, let's go back to our main menu widget. And in our update hair color, we're going to open this guy up, and we're going to choose our MP hair color picker. Parameter name hair color, and compile and save, and I think that should be good. Let's just give that a little test real quick. let's grab this one. And then we can change the hair color. Yeah. It's updating. Looks like it's working. Let's go mess with some of those values though in the I'll do it in the hair card since that's what I'm mostly using. So let's look for Scraggle. Okay, that's at 2. Let's look for the roughness. See what bringing the roughness up to 1 does. Hair 2 makes it a little more grayish. Bring it down to about 0.7 maybe. Give that a little look. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And yeah, you can change your hair color. And it works. So yeah, I guess that's all we're gonna do for this one. Like I said, hair color. Actually, the rest of the character creator is gonna be really, really fast. Everything else we have to do, we've already done before. So it's just gonna be repeating stuff we've done. You know, like for the preset colors, we already have the code for that. So we're just gonna use that same code and just make it work for our hair colors. So yep, we're gonna call it here for this one. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.